We've got some more troubling news related to jobs and the economy this morning. UPS is cutting 20,000 jobs due to slower shipments, and they are citing the fact that they are getting far fewer deliveries via Amazon. Amazon is UPS's biggest customer, and they are slowing down their deliveries due to the economic conditions caused by Donald Trump's tariffs. The job cuts represent around 4% of UPS's workforce. They also announced that they are going to close 73 of its buildings by the end of June 2025. Companies all across the country are bracing for a massive slowdown of the economy and far fewer sales. Price increases are also already taking effect, and shortages are soon expected.
Well, y'all, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. We are basically rolling into the second quarter of the year, and it's been quite the roller coaster ride already. So a lot of people are experiencing job loss. A lot of people will continue to experience the loss of a job. You don't know if you're going to walk into your job one day and walk out, and that's going to be the last time. You never know what to expect nowadays. All you can do is pray for the best and prepare for the worst at this point. 20,000 is a huge number, and I know it only trickles down to what they say is 4%, but they're closing over 73 buildings throughout the United States by June 2025. So we're just looking at June in about another month or so. And a lot of people are going to be without a job. And this is going to affect everybody because people are already struggling to make ends meet. People are already struggling to provide food for their families. And then you have this unexpected job loss. Like, what are people supposed to do? I don't know how much longer people are supposed to be and stay afloat when this keeps happening. One thing that I have noticed that people say when it comes to tariffs is that we make so much in the United States, it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal because we import so much, because we have spent years just relying on other countries heavily for a lot of things. A lot of things have been outsourced, a lot of materials and food like that. So now it's a trickle down effect, and it is going to affect everybody, whether you want to acknowledge that it will or not. At some point, we all will be directly affected by the tariffs. This is just a really bad and sad situation because if I'm not mistaken, the statistics say that most Americans don't even have $1,000 in like their rainy day fund and like their emergency savings. So this is not good.
You guys thought that the job market was cooked before? Just realize that in the last 100 days, 300,000 Americans have lost their jobs. That is larger than the population of Pittsburgh. Now imagine the entire population of Pittsburgh looking for work simultaneously. UPS, Intel, Amazon, the federal government have announced massive layoffs across the board. Like I said, it's not just the private sector. One of the biggest things affecting this is 121,000 federal employees losing their job over the last 100 days. And because of the tariffs, they're saying that over the next few months, literally millions of workers could be losing their jobs. That's truck drivers, port workers, warehouse workers, import-export agents. And for anybody who has been looking for a job over the last couple of years, they will tell you that it is incredibly difficult right now to find any sort of meaningful work, especially in the field in which you studied. But it is only going to get more difficult.
I know for a fact we'll be seeing more layoffs throughout this whole upcoming year. So I feel like everybody needs to be prepping and stockpiling. I know I've been getting a lot of comments recently saying that I just can't afford to. You guys, check Walmart, check Aldi, check Dollar Tree. You can get a 2-pound bag of rice from Dollar Tree right now for $1.25. Is the quality going to be great when it comes to certain foods? Maybe not, but it's going to keep your belly full and you'll be able to sustain yourself. So now there's going to be another influx of people and candidates that are looking for jobs. And like I said, it may come down to experience, it may come down to education, and you just don't know. You can have 20 years, but if you got somebody that comes out of another field and has maybe that year or two over you, they might go with that candidate. So it's unprecedented times. There's a lot going on, and you just have to be prepared. I cannot stress that enough. You have to find a way. If you need to cut out that morning coffee run to Starbucks, if you got to cut out Chick-fil-A, if you have to not get your hair done or your nails done for a little while, you have to do what you have to do to survive. Because again, I'm going to keep on saying, nobody's coming to save you. A lot of people are struggling, and nobody's going to be able to help anybody, okay? So we have to do the best that we can do. And I want to go ahead and say this. I know some people have the logic, like, because it's not directly affecting me or directing, me or my family at this moment, that it doesn't affect me. Well, guess what? It does. Because let's just use the truck drivers, for instance. Those truck drivers, not only do they provide the goods and everything that gets to our grocery stores and other restaurants and everything, but they also play a huge factor in the economy. Like, those same truck drivers are stopping at these breakfast joints. They're stopping at these, dinner joints and getting food when they're on the road away from their families. So you have to think about how much money they're putting into the economy as well. And if their wheels aren't turning, y'all, guess what? They're not going to have the money to stop in these shops. So this is going to hurt a lot of mom and pop shops, which have already been affected. This is going to hurt restaurants, and it's going to be the trickle down effect. Everybody needs everybody. When it comes down to society, whether you think you do or not. Also, when it comes to job, there are people who are very highly educated who have lost jobs with the government, like this video was stating. So that just goes to show you, these people are going to need jobs, and when you have those degrees, especially in certain fields, you're going to get picked over a lot of people. And the job market, a lot of people are already having a hard time finding those jobs. Please try to grow something, y'all. Even if it's a couple of pots that you have, try to grow something on your windowsills. Another comment I'm getting is that, I live in an apartment. How do I grow? Y'all, small buckets, small bags. Just, it doesn't have to be that big. You can get one container that's this big, as long as you're trying to grow something to help yourself. These prices are going high. We're not guaranteed to get product at this time. We've just got to get innovative in what we do. But I'm going to go ahead and get off, y'all. Y'all take care, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Leave your comments down below and let me know what you think about what's going on. Have you been directly affected by this UPS layoff? Do you know anybody in your family or a friend that will be directly impacted by this? Let me know, y'all. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video.